This is deep. When I was growing up, I would eat when I felt hungry. So I was eating to get rid of the feeling of hunger, what we call hunger, right? And then I would choose what to eat by what I felt like having the taste of. So when I felt a way, I would think about what do I feel like tasting. And that's as deep as I looked into it.
What's up, you guys? It's Dublin and welcome to another video. So we're going to talk some more about our health, about our diet. We're going to continue to watch various videos and learn some more information, give my commentary. And remember, this is a safe space to share your different opinions. We shouldn't be tearing each other down. We should be constructive, and learn from each other. So go ahead and share your opinions about diet, nutrition, how's America doing compared to other countries, etc. like that. Any tips you want to give to people in the comments below. Let's go ahead and jump into this. Remember to subscribe.
If you eat 3 meals a day, that is gluttony. 3 meals a day is just absurd, y'all. 3 meals a day is the craziest shit I ever heard in my life. And we used to follow these things, y'all. We used to follow these meal plans. 3 meals a day, and you only having how many bowel movements? Where do you think this stuff is going? It's not just staying in your gut. It is leaping. It's seeking into your bloodstream. It's seeking into your lymphatic system. It is seeking into your connective tissues. It is literally messing with the exchange of nutrients and oxygen and carbon dioxide and phytonutrients to the cells. Most of this stuff is stopping sun penetration. Sunlight needs to penetrate the tissues, go beyond the tissues with near infrared light, and then penetrate inside the cells. And this is what helps actually fold your amino acids. You can't even get that with certain meat.
Yo, let me say something right quick. That's why they keep us inside so much.
Consumption, because you got flesh on top of unnatural flesh, on top of unnatural flesh. Well, you are not made to eat meat. It's killing you. But look. If you eat 3 meals a day, that is
the video is almost over anyway. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't like to interrupt the videos too much, but it just made me think about the fact that how many of y'all go outside now? Or it's just not going outside in general, because as kids we had more time to go outside and play. But it's like how our jobs and how the windows are set up in a lot of different places, people are not exposed to sunlight. And the breaks that people are given, they're not even long enough to really even sit outside. You try to go get some food from your fast food restaurant, go ahead and get your high blood pressure and diabetes, and then you sit in your car or you go sit in the break room. You're not being exposed to direct sunlight. And then a lot of black people wonder why when it comes to the fall and the winter, you're down in the dumps, you're sad. People start making rash decisions. That's why they say it doesn't make sense for New Year's to be in the winter, because what the heck is trying to grow and replenish itself in the winter? How the heck are you supposed to have a mindset of self-improvement and making all these revolutionary changes to your life in the dead of winter when it's cold, there's no sunlight, there's no rejuvenation? It's just, all you see around you is plants dying. I mean, at least in unless you live in the tropics or something, but you see the plants dying. There might be snow. You can't even see the trees anymore or the grass anymore because it is covered with snow, or everything's dying. It's turned brown. But then you want to go ahead and have this big, huge New Year's revolution. It's the same thing with this. You're not able to heal a lot of time because you're stuck inside. And you're not allowing the sun to penetrate into your cells to revitalize it and give it that energy. Especially as black people, you need to be outside more. It's not everything can be solved with a vitamin D pill. Some things cannot be separated from itself. You have to be very careful with certain supplements. That's why they say you have to take certain supplements with each other. Don't quote me on this. I think one of them is you have to take iron and calcium together to help with absorption. and you can't drink orange juice with one of them because of the vitamin C. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but y'all get my drift. You can't single out certain chemicals because the reason why you eat this in the food that has various other vitamins and nutrients in that food, that you don't just singularly get that one vitamin, like a vitamin D supplement or a calcium supplement or iron supplement, is because it has to synergetically move and work with other minerals, other vitamins. That's how it's able to work its best and properly heal you. Singling out these certain supplements can actually hurt you. But I understand we have to work what we can, because not everybody can go outside and get that energy and get the vitamin D. But you have to also understand, it's not just the vitamin D you have to get. You also have to get the sun's energy into you. One fun fact, if you want to grow your hair, spend more time outside. That's why I really do believe that they promote weaves to black people, black women especially. And why a lot of black women can't grow their hair, because they got the weave and the wigs blocking them from being able to get the sun's energy. I'm going off, y'all. Back to the actual video. But that's, if you don't already know, that's the point of these videos, is to make a huge commentary, y'all. If you don't like my commentaries, then it is what it is. It's not me just watching these TikTok videos and let it play. I'm actually trying to make commentary and give some information, my opinion about it. But, you know, when I went to France, speaking specifically about this gluttony thing and how 3 meals is gluttony, when I went to France, okay, Paris in particular, it was, I remember we were looked at so weird because of how much food we ate for breakfast. Did you know that in Europe they don't eat breakfast like that? They only eat maybe like a small little piece of bread or something just to break their fast, like it should be. But Americans, like, you gotta have pancakes, turkey sausage, hash browns, some milk on the side, freaking breakfast biscuit, all of that at once right when you're waking up. You didn't even drink water yet. But here you are having this huge meal. Other countries don't eat like that. You know, and we wonder why Americans have such a big overweight problem. But look at how much people eat. People eat entirely too much food. Anyone who's done like a 24-hour fast, and if you don't know this, I'm gonna let you know. When you have a 24-hour fast, no food, water, nothing, you do not break a fast by getting a big, huge bag of chips and eating it, or eating a huge meal. You can actually, you have to wake up your system back. That's why in the morning you drink something like water to ease your system back on. You know, you can't overrun your system. You overrun your system, you can end up having serious problems. You can call your blood pressure to spike. Your blood sugar to spike. I guess your blood pressure could spike up as well. But I meant, usually you say that with blood sugar. You can get your blood sugar to spike up. Your blood pressure might go up. Some people's blood pressure might go dangerously low, depending on what they eat. You have to slowly turn your engines back on. So when you sleep and you go on this fast for 24 hours, well, hold on. Who the heck is getting 24 hours sleep? When you go on a fast for at least 8 hours, right? You need to slowly turn your systems back on. You drink some water. You eat an apple or something. You eat some grapes. You eat an orange. You should not be eating a full course meal right when you wake up. And that's exactly what Yaki is saying. It's nothing but gluttony.
Mm-hmm. You know, black people. No.
Mm-hmm. That's facts, though. This is the salad, y'all. You know. Now, this is also, you know, a lot of people go back and forth on this. Some people say, oh, well, the carnivore diet, the fruitarian diet, the vegan diet. But you know something that is facts, though? And you can look at research papers on this. Eliminating meat especially red meat and pork, will help you to heal. And I can't tell you how many people buy a salad and have bits and pieces of ham broken into it. You're defeating the whole purpose. And you remember how I was saying all food works together, like food works together synergetically? It can also work together for your downfall. And what I mean by synergetically is like, basically, you might have, let's say you have like a herb like valerian root. Valerian root, if you don't know, is a sedative. Not a sedative as in like a tranquilizer or something. Like you go get an animal and you tranquilize it with one of those dart guns. No, I'm not talking about that. Or a sedative as in you at the hospital under anesthesia. Not no amnesia. Anesthesia. You might get a sedative, or a sedative when you get a root canal or something. But I'm talking about sedative as in now in high dosage it might do that, but in the regular dosage, maybe like 3 to 5 grams of valerian, it'll just make you very tired, fairly mellowed out. You might not be keen moving around like that, right? Now let's say you take 1 gram of valerian. It might not work as well as 5 grams of valerian, right? But if you combine valerian with something like 1 gram of chamomile, these 2 herbs will work together and their powers will be heightened. You add a gram of valerian, a gram of chamomile, a gram of peppermint. All of those are going to work together and really, really chill you out and give you a different type of feeling that you might not have gotten with the 1 gram of valerian alone. You got to understand this with food as well. You eat cucumbers, tomatoes together. It might revitalize you, but you add that pork in there, you might cause the whole meal to go completely out of whack. No longer is the cucumber and the tomato working together to heighten your body. Now you add that pork. Now your body has to fight to beat off this inflammation that this pork is putting into your body. Forget about the cucumber and tomatoes that was in you. That's pushed aside. Your body is now trying to fight to maintain homeostasis, to be balanced out now that you put this dead piece of this carcass inside of you. It's going to cause nothing but inflammation and mucus because your body's immune system is trying to ward it off because you're not supposed to eat it. So you got to understand, things can work together for you or work together against you. And you look at this meal that's on the screen, all this food, you got cheese, you got pork, you got eggs. All of this stuff is going to be working together against you. And then you wonder why you got a bad bloating in your stomach. Like some people get bloated after they eat. You wonder why you're getting a headache, or you feel like you're in a food coma. You should not feel like you're in a food coma after you eat. You should feel revitalized and energized. People believe that if they're in a food coma, that food must have been good. No. I don't know when a coma or a comatose feeling is ever good. And the fact that people liken that to it should be a sign to you that you shouldn't be eating all of that.
This is deep. When I was growing up, I would eat when I felt hungry. So I was eating to get rid of the feeling of hunger, what we call hunger, right? And then I would choose what to eat by what I felt like having the taste of. So when I felt a way, I would think about what do I feel like tasting. And that's as deep as I looked into it. We wasn't taught, okay, when you feel hungry, eat something for the energy it's going to give you. And then food is good for so many things besides just energy. If you're feeling foggy headed or if your memory's getting bad, go look for some blueberries. Go look for some avocados. Start eating avocados. Whatever you're trying to get better at, there's foods, herbs, and fruits that specialize in making that part of your life better. This is deep. When I was growing
100%. Why somebody in the comments said, how is that deep? Isn't that how it's supposed to be? Believe it or not, not that many people understand that. What this guy is saying, you know, what J. Cole is saying. This is J. Cole, right? Y'all, Y'all gotta excuse me if I get this wrong. But what he's trying to say is that you keep eating for your taste buds and not for what your health and what your body needs can actually end up getting you messed up. How many times you might crave a cupcake, you might crave some chocolate cake, you might crave McDonald's, you might crave Burger King. You don't eat to fulfill just that craving, yo. You should be eating to revitalize your body. Kind of like what I was saying before. You should be eating, what do I know is going to make my brain work even better today? What do I eat that's going to make me feel like running a mile today? What am I going to eat that's going to make me feel motivated and make me feel like I can do anything I set my mind to? That's how you should eat. Just like you said, blueberries. You should be eating strawberries. Grapes, red grapes. You should be eating brain food. You shouldn't be eating stuff that's just going to make you slump and on to the side looking crazy. You know it's crazy. You look at some of the food that's sold in schools. You got that that snack machine. When have you ever seen a vending machine filled with good snacks? I haven't seen it. Maybe it's in a different part of town. I've not seen it. It's nothing but you get cookies. This is what I remember from school. You get cookies, Lay's potato chips, the barbecue chips, the Cheetos. You might get a Coca-Cola, a Sprite. And you're supposed to be at school trying to learn. How the heck are you supposed to learn when you're getting all that unhealthy food in you? And then you have nothing but a craving for it. But you know, after a while, when you start eating healthier, you won't even have that craving anymore for those unhealthy foods. It might come back here and there, but then you've trained your body so much to where it's just craves healthy foods now. Like now, if I want to eat something, I'd be thinking about apples. You know, I have to admit, I still want chicken sometimes, but I don't eat it because I know better. And I'd be thinking to myself, man, there has to be something that they put in the chicken. Y'all seen that movie, They Clone Tyrone? Y'all seen that movie, They Clone Tyrone? And how they were putting that, sprinkle that stuff on the food in the chicken, and they were laughing and loud and all that type of stuff. And I'd just be thinking to myself, how many years you live your life eating chicken that might have been sprinkled with additives? Not additives, addictive powder or something. I don't know. Extra stuff that keeps you to where you haven't eaten chicken in years, and you still be thinking in the back of your mind, like, dang, I would like some chicken. We have to understand that there is an agenda. There is an agenda. And you look at the average diet when you eat in the cafeteria of schools. There's not no vegetables. And whenever they cook vegetables, or you get string beans as a side at the food, at the cafeteria, it's like the nastiest thing ever. I cannot tell you. But they make the pizza so good. But they'll make the vegetables taste disgusting. Or they will have like that little fruit bowl. They'll be all slimy that they've had for weeks. And then you're supposed to think in school. You're supposed to function at your height. But that's what they sell you. Anyway, let me stop going on my tangents. The whole point of what he's saying is that you need to start eating for what's going to actually make you feel good. Well, not actually. It's not about what you feel and what your taste buds, are craving at that moment is what you should be eating. You should be focusing on what's going to actually help you. What do you need? And then eventually, after you eat what you need, it's going to replenish you. You'll start losing those cravings for these unhealthy foods. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this short little reaction. A couple of videos that we went over about our diet and our health. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your opinions, what you think about everything. Can you relate? Not relate? Why not? Hope you guys enjoy. Bye-bye.